Okay, so we're going to make a Bad Omen Farm. I did have an outpost here, but we've cleared it out. I actually filmed this whole thing in survival, but I found I just need to clean it up a little bit to make it a little more easier for you all to follow. So what we're going to start with, here's the center of what your outpost would be. I did accidentally cover it all in grass. I'm not that good with the commands yet. But from the center of that outpost, we're going to want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And on the 10th block, we're going to dig a 2x3 hole. We're going to dig that down about 3 or 4. Depth doesn't really matter at this point. And now we are going to repeat that in all 4 directions from the center. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now that we got those 4 holes dug, we're going to go to the outside edge of those holes, and we're just going to dig a 1 deep trench all around, connecting those 4 holes. Now that we've got that trench dug, we're going to line that trench with magma blocks. Then, on top of those magma blocks, we're going to put walls. And we can surround the whole thing with that, skipping over the holes that we made. Okay, we want to take our trapdoors, and we're going to line each of these holes. And open them up. And repeat for the other 3 holes. Now, on top of each of those holes, above the trapdoors, we're going to want to put on this side 3 gates and open them. And repeat that for each of the holes. Okay, now that we've got our wall and our fence or our gates and our trapdoors and all that done, we're going to go back to the center square and we're going to dig down 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, we're going to dig 3 high there, 3 high there, and 3 high there to make a 2x2 by 3 room. We're going to go forward into the opposite corner. We're going to do the exact same thing, leaving us with this sort of figure 8, 2 squares joined. So then, from our hole in the center, we're going to go to the opposite corner, turn to the left, and we're going to dig 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make that 3 high. Go up a level. We're going to dig 1, 2, make that 3 high. And go up a level and go 1, 2, and make that 3 high. Now that should bring us up to one of our holes, and we can take this and we can level this on out. Then we're going to go back to our hole, and we're going to go into this, and instead of going left, we're going to go right this time, and we're going to do the exact same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make it 3 high. Go up 1 level. 1, 2. Do it 3 high. Go up 1 level. 1, 2. And do it 3 high. And we should be right at our other hole on the right hand side this time. And level that on out. Now, what we want to do so that pillagers aren't bumping their heads around the way is take off the corners here, just to make their trip down to the elevator much easier. Okay, so now what we're going to want to do is go on this left corridor, hop up onto that first block, and we're going to look down it, and we're going to go 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to make that 3 high. We went 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to go up one level, and we're going to go 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll make that 3 high as well. Then we should be right at one of our holes. And level that on out. Go down the right corridor now on that first block, and we're going to dig out 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to make it 3 high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to go one block up, and we're going to go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And make that 3 high as well. And then we should be right at one of our holes. And we'll just level that on out. Go back here and make sure we've clipped all the corners. Okay, so we're going to go back to our center hole. And we're going to take our fence. We're going to put 2 fence in that corner. And 2 fence in that corner. And then on either of those fences as a top slab, we're going to pop 2 top slabs there. We want to turn around. We want to take our signs. And in that opposite corner, we want to put them one up. So that when water's flowing down here, it's blocked by that sign. And when water's flowing down here, it's blocked by that sign. And we're going to want to look at our center hole. And beside each slab, we're going to want to put a sign as well. And that will block the water that we're about to place. Speaking of which, we're going to want to go down this first left corridor. And in the right corner here, we're just going to place some water. And if you notice, that stops one shy. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig 1, 2, 3. And we're going to pour some water in that third one. That should pull the water all the way down to the edge there. If we only do 2, this does not become a curved stream and mobs can get stuck over in this corner here. So we'll follow that water down. And we'll just place one water there, which should go down and stop at our signs. Okay, now continue on to the left. And we're going to put the water in the corner here. And this water should go all the way down to the end. And follow that and make a left. And put the water in the corner. And that should go all the way down. And go down our last corridor here. And put the water in the corner. Once we place that water, it should stop one shy. So we're going to dig 1, 2, 3. And we'll place the water bucket back there, which should push it right to the edge. Pop down and place a water bucket there. Bring it all the way to those signs. Now, if we've done this all correct, let's take these corners off just so things don't get stuck. And take that one off to make it nice and clean. All the water should flow to push to this corner here. So with everything being pushed to this corner, we're going to want to take that block out and put a piece of soul sand in. And then we want to go back up to the top here. And just for ease, we can actually place the water in there and dig all the way back down. Now, this isn't a bubble elevator for them yet, but we'll fix that shortly. Okay, now that we've got the underside done, we're going to start our elevator here. So, around our center block, we're going to go with our building blocks. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to build that up 75. So we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and do that for all 4 sides. Okay, and once we're up 75, we can build a platform. This platform can pretty much go in any direction that you want. So if they're coming up there, we're going to still be needing 4 around there, just so we know where our space is. So that's where we're going to want for our kill chamber. And here is our current elevator for the bad mobs. So we're going to want to continue making this on up a further 24. So we've went up 1, 2, 3, 4. And once we're at the top here, we want to extend that over. So because we only left 1 space between our elevator, the wall of our elevator, and our kill chamber, so we're going to go 1 over, and then this should be the chute down to our kill chamber. So we can build this out this way. And we're just going to surround that. And build up the walls around that. I like making these walls 3 high so that the pillagers can definitely make it through. And at this point you can actually dump 1 bucket of water right there. So that goes down that entire shaft. It goes down this kill chamber. In survival, this is how I actually used it to get back down to the bottom to fix up the rest of the kill chamber. So what we're going to want to do now is connect all these up. Now here, if you were in survival, because that's how I made this first, what you're going to want to do is actually swim up this so that you can start placing the blocks there as you go down. And leave this open for now, because then you're going to go all the way back up to the top here. What you're going to want to do is get your sign and your trapdoor ready, and you're going to place that sign there, and you're going to switch around. You're going to put your trapdoor there and open it, and if you're fast enough, you should be able to catch that water before it runs out. If not, you could always just make a little pool here so that when you fall down, you actually are safe. So now we just want to seal this up here, and we can clear that block out, put a chest in there. And then here we're going to put a hopper going into that chest. And on top of that hopper, we're going to put a slab, and we're going to finish off by 1 more block. That way, and let's do a block that sort of shows the size. That way, you only have this area and you can attack their feet and it's all good. So now that we got the top of the farm finished, we need to finish this bottom part. So what we're going to want to do is come back down to the base of our elevator here. We're going to want to take our glass panes. We're going to go, looking at our elevator, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Put down a temporary block. I'll go 1, 2. 1, 2, 2, so that we have 2 there, 3 there, on either side. And then what we want to do is take your iron block, looking straight at the elevator, go 1, 2, 3, 1 underneath. We'll jump and put a pumpkin on, and push this golem in there, and seal him in with some glass panes. And at the bottom, we're just going to put glass panes on those 3 to stop water from flowing in. And we're going to repeat this for each of our sides. So because we've got 1 pane already there, so that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One, 2. Okay, now that we've got our iron golems in place, when pillagers spawn, they should not be able to shoot them, but we'll still be attracted to them. So what we want to do, just to prevent any spawning happening in here, we're going to want to go and place some buckets of water. So if we go to the corner here and we go 1, 2, 3, on the 4th one, we're going to dump a bucket of water. We're going to do that in each corner. Now when we look at those, in front of each iron golem, it should make A little diamond pattern there. And we're going to want to go from where it connects, 1, 2 back, and dump that, and that will fill up the rest on that side. We'll repeat that on all 4 sides. Okay, so the last thing you're going to want to do is come to the bottom of your farm, into the place where the water is funneling all the mobs, and right to that center block, you're going to want to take kelp, and you're going to want to plant that all the way to the top. Now this is a long way to go. You will not breathe unless you have some special armor for that. So either bring your respiration gear or bring a load of torches so that you can place them to get a quick breath of air. Or do like I did in my survival world and just die multiple times and race to save your items. I don't suggest that last part. And go all the way back down and break that kelp. That should turn that into a bubble elevator, which will shoot the mobs all the way up to the top. And now, when we go onto our killing floor, we can watch all the mobs run in, try to get to those iron golems, and they're going to fall down, transported from the water over to our elevator, and here comes the mobs. Shoots them up, and over, and down. And then you can walk over, and they should all die 1 or 2 hits, depending on the sword that you have. And that is how to make a Bad Omen Farm. If you're watching this in the future, click right here to see the way to use this Bad Omen Farm in a raid farm. And if it's not there yet, I'm probably sending you over to my iron farm, because I use a lot of iron golems to clear out the spawn on my survival map. Have a great day.